Hi everyone, it's me again. Still driving, getting closer to being home. I did call my partner and tell him what was going on with what the lawyer had said, and then he said he should be home within the next 15-20 minutes. But yeah, that was interesting to hear what the lawyer had to say, and he said, "I'll see you next week," and I said, "Yep." So yeah, this is going to be a fun day for me next Tuesday. Like I told the lawyer, I would go back there, but the way they treated me, and the lawyer agreed that if I did go back, that it would probably be bad because they would know that I've sued them and that I got let go. And the fact is that the lawyer did talk to the judge, and I guess the judge agreed that, considering that the way I was treated even before I got sick, because I was treated pretty poorly, not just from management but by my own cousin that works out there. When it was time for the end of our shift, we had to get cleaned up, and then we wore these little coats they called frocks, and we had to take them off and throw them in the little frock bin in the back of the plant. And when I would get ready to leave, my cousin would stop me, and technically it wasn't my job. What had happened was my cousin was being an ass when he decided to do it, and told the one manager that I would do it, and the manager agreed that it was a good idea for me to do it, which was, they had these machines that were printer labels, and these machines would print labels for boxes. And then we also had the what was called a strapping machine, which was a bander that had plastic banding that would strap the boxes shut. Well, that technically was not my job. It was either qualities or management. Well, my cousin decided to be an asshole about it and told them that I would be willing to take that stuff back. Well, shortly before I got sick, I found out from the plant manager it was not my duty to be responsible for that equipment, and it was not my duty to change out the printer labels when it ran out of labels. And come to find out, I was doing a job that was not my responsibility, because those printers were a couple $100s a piece. I'm not exactly for sure the exact dollar amount, but I know that they were expensive, and people had broke them in the past. And my plant manager told me, he said, "You're not responsible for it." And I told him who had told me. He said, "Yeah, I'm going to get to the bottom of it." And then my cousin and the supervisor that was on my shift said that I was doing a good job, so the plant manager decided to keep me on that job. That wasn't part of my job, because by the time I took everything back and helped the drivers out, I was there for an extra half hour to 45 minutes, when technically that was not my job. I told the lawyer that, and the lawyer said he completely understood. And when he read that in my file, that I was doing a job that was not mine and that I was not getting credited for it, he said that's ridiculous. I was even, and what's really funny is my cousin, he did quality out there, and he still does quality. I was doing his job even, of checking the temperatures, the water temperature for product and stuff like that, making sure that product was properly boxed and everything like that. And I pretty much got hosed towards the end. I said something to the plant manager about that. And plant manager said, "Hey, you're not trained to do quality's job," and I was doing it. And I told my lawyer that, and my lawyer said, "Yeah." He said, "You shouldn't have had to do someone else's job." And the fact is when I got hired in there, I was hired as a line worker, nothing else. And my lawyer agreed that I was treated pretty poorly doing other people's jobs, and then when it wouldn't get done right, I was always getting blamed for it, because it technically was not my responsibility. So my lawyer agreed that he told the judge that how I was treated, and him and the judge agreed that it would be a bad decision for me to go back there, because if I went back there, I would probably be treated the same or even 3 times worse. So he agreed that the best interest of this whole case would be to seek money, damages, pain and suffering, and everything else. So my lawyer said he's going to talk to their lawyer and decide a dollar amount. They're not going to really decide a dollar amount. They're going to let the judge keep that open. But the fact is that they treated me pretty poorly there. Yeah, if they would have treated me better, none of this would have happened. But they did. They treated me bad. Well, everyone, I'm going to stop right here, and I will pick it back up here in a little bit. Talk to you guys soon. Have a good day. Bye.